What's up, guys? My name is Glitcheroon. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you guys doing today? Hello, Nikita. Hello, Snyder. We are continuing on with our game jam. I technically got to turn this in by Wednesday morning, so today and tomorrow are going to be streams for working on the game jam, finishing it up. And then probably after stream tomorrow, I'll be building it and turning it in, calling it quits. So, I guess let me show you guys what I have so far, because I did a lot of work, decent amount of work off stream. Hold on, I gotta disable the shadow monsters. They're not a thing yet. That's what we're working on this time. We're creating our shadow monster enemies. So we have a full cycle so far. We can move our character. We can start our day. We can pick stuff up, throw it down, pick other stuff up, throw it down. We have a gold here and stars. This is our store rating. If this ever drops below 3 stars, then we lose at the end of the day. So we have customers coming in. We talk to them. We get their order. The order has a time limit, so we have to work on that. Currently, the time limit is pretty short, but I was using it for testing mainly. So that's why it's pretty short. And the people in line don't have any, like, we can just let them sit there forever. So they'll grab the potion, leave. We get 10 gold. We also get rating, but we didn't lose any rating. So if I get one guy in here, bam. And we'll just say I do 2. I really could only do 1 amount of, like, in the time if I play the game correctly. Which is a big if, because there's a lot of cheats that are currently bugs, but so we get 1 potion, 1 leaves, we lose star rating, and I can get that one turned in, and it does increase it. If you see, it's a little bit over half of this star, but we do get the gold. About time some game dev? Yeah. We love bugs. It gives a ruin reason to stream. That's fair. Bugs do tend to spend a lot of time. God, I hate summer sometimes. Summer brings in a lot of bugs around me. And so there's these flies that get in my house. And there's this one fly buzzing around right now. And whenever I seem to kill one, there seems to be a new one somewhere. So I need to get like a fly trap or something. I don't know. It's also an old house with bugs get in. Is this the Game Jam game? It is. This is, in fact, the Game Jam game. So we started this last weekend. And we have a full game cycle going. I'm currently adding in... The goal of today is to add in the shadow monsters. The antagonist. But we can lose game. I don't have an end game screen. Currently takes a little bit. If I let these guys just kind of sit here, fail some orders. I think I have to wait till tomorrow because currently there's only 3 guys per day. And you only have 30 seconds right now to do the bottles. I'm gonna bump that up to 45. And then every round, it's going to lessen it slightly until it gets to 30. And then 30 is going to be kind of like... That's the peak time, I think. I might make it even lower, maybe 25 seconds. Because you could definitely... This takes 5 seconds, this takes 5 seconds, this takes... So that's 15 seconds. So traveling in between is... I'm going to get... Might be 10 seconds. So I got level 10 in my... Or maybe like level 10, level 15, it'll be like... You have 25 seconds to do it. I don't think we're gonna fail this day. We have to wait till tomorrow. Damn. We have like 3 and like a little sliver of a star. There's a little bit of a sliver of a star there. But yeah, I mean, we have a full game cycle. So like cleaning this up. I know Nikara was working on doing the. Oh, here's one of my bugs. Nikara's working on the animation. So getting some basic animations in, cleaning this up, add sounds with the monsters. That's kind of what I'm going for by the end of tomorrow. Which I think is all possible. And then cleaning up any bugs that are left. And then building it. I think we're on a decent path. Yeah, we're definitely below 3 stars. So currently there's no game over. It'll just kind of end round, but it'll say game over here. Which is just kind of telling us that, okay, yeah, the game over method was called. Yeah, see, game over right here. You guys can see that. So yeah, that's what we have so far. It's all coming together. Now we have the shadow monster over here. We can take a look at him. We want to get him to cause some chaos. So the 2 things I mainly want to aim for, 3 things hopefully, but 2 things that I currently have implemented that'll be fine, is that I want him to grab any items that are on the ground and kind of move them around. Or just like steal them. Maybe that'll be it. He'll just grab something and just take it away. The other thing is like any progress on one of these, I want him to reset. The third thing, which I don't know if I'm going to do this time, depending on how much time we have, I want him to turn off these lights. So there's a couple lights around these candles. And I want him to go around and just turn it off so it starts getting darker and darker. Because when he turns off... Let's see, not those 2, but... these? Yeah, when he turns these off, it gets pretty dark. Kind of hard to see. So I want him to just turn them off, and then you'd have to like come back by and turn them on. But we don't have any candles, which is fine. That just might be a last thing to do. I just want this guy to, I don't know, take items away and reset progress on the things. I think is probably what I want to aim for. So yeah, let's get some AI going for this shadow monster. So the spawn's gonna be, so this is where the customers spawn. They spawn here and they move up. So I'm gonna probably just have the shadow monster spawn there too. One thing I want is that I want the player to be able to hit them. So we're gonna add a broom in. I think we have a broom asset already. So we're gonna have the player pick up a broom and be able to like hit the shadows, and like if they use an action while holding the broom, it'll kind of scare them away without them doing anything. Like if they're holding an item, they'll slowly start moving away, and if the player gets the broom and hits them, they'll drop the item and leave. And the spirit will probably kind of like, if he resets stuff, he'll probably kind of linger here for a little bit, and then he'll go reset another one. So the first things first is we just want, let's just get these guys to slowly move in. So let's get movement going, which we have customer movement going, which I could pull up. We'll probably just use that logic. And for now, just copy it over. I didn't have Visual Studios open. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna close all these. I'm gonna leave player, I need customer, and I need shadow. So how the customer works is that we set a target position and whether they're at that position or not. And so all this does is if they're at the position, then it'll return. If they're not at the position, it'll try to go to the target position. And if they're at the target position, it'll set the is destination is true. So this is, we just use a move towards vector here. So we're just going to copy this. Do the same thing. And we're going to add some more timers to this. So it's nothing fancy right now. So he's going to spawn in. Let us do the. Let's add a new manager called the Shadow Manager. Shadow Manager. Just to kind of separate this code from everything else. Because there's going to be more AI code in here. And we want a mono behavior. Okay, so let's just determine that a shadow will randomly spawn once per day. Right. Let's just do that for now. Let's see. We'll just do int public int amount to spawn. We'll default at the 1. We'll have a public list of shadows, active shadows. We need the public game object, which is shadow container. And then we're going to do public game object shadow spawn position. Hey, 14 months. Thank you, Nikara. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. And I've been streaming for a while. But welcome in, Nikara. I'm getting our shadows implemented. Okay, so we'll go public. We'll do an update. So if void update, if shadow amount to spawn is greater than 1, we'll set this to, we won't even set that yet. It's greater than or equal to 1, then we'll have a countdown or spawn timer. This is going to be a void float spawn timer, or timer since last spawn. And then, whoops, we'll do another one, a private float timer or spawn timer. So what this is going to do, this is going to be similar to how the customers work, which is probably in the gameplay manager. A lot of codes in here, which probably should be extracted out somewhere, but basically we are doing this. If timer since last customer is time until next customer, Otherwise, we add to it. So we're gonna basically do the same thing here. What's up, AJ? Welcome in. It's less than 1, then return. If timer is greater than spawn timer, I want to spawn. Whoa, what did it yell at me for? Spawn customer. How are you doing, AJ? I haven't talked to you in a while, I don't think. Been a while, it has. Let's see, we'll do every 15 to 20 is fine. Maybe 15 to 30. 15 to 20 is fine. We'll probably have to adjust these variables as we go. We're gonna do void or public void reset shadows. We'll do for each var shadow in active shadows. We will tell them to leave, so we'll do a public void leave shop. So we'll do shadow leave shop. We will set the spawn timer, and then we'll do timer. Spawn timer will do spawn timer. So this is the first spawn. So the first spawn will be, and we'll just set amount to spawn to 1 right now. We'll do int amount to spawn. So 15, we'll do the first one. So the first customer comes in at 15 seconds. So we'll wait till 30 to 45 seconds for the first shadow to come in. And then we'll do spawn shadow. So the interesting thing is we do all the spawning for customers, which we should probably move this into customers. We do this in here. I guess that's fine. So shadow, we're gonna kind of create it. We're not gonna do this last one. We're just gonna kind of create it. We're gonna do amount to spawn minus. We'll do active shadows, add this. You need a shadow game object. Transform is gonna be actually that's actually pretty good. We'll actually leave that. Void starts. We'll do again, if you guys have any questions of what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I'm just kind of going for it. I always leave that open. I should make a command for that. Yo, if you have any questions, feel free. Nope, it's gonna be game managers that get instanced. And then we need public shadow game object. It's a shadow. We set the spawn to. We have spawn here. We don't need that. Parent is going to be parent, and then we add the new shadow here. And then when we add it in, it'll just kind of do its thing. So we'll probably do like a shadow public void initialize, which will probably do stuff in here. So we'll just throw new shadow dot initialize. What am I working on? I'm working on a game jam game. It's like an overcooked, played up type of game for a game jam, which is I got to turn my submission in on Wednesday, so we've been working on it for about a week and a half now. Yeah. So I can show you what I have in a second, but yeah, it's already that soon. It's due Wednesday, so today and tomorrow I'm gonna be working on it, trying to get it finished. That'll be Wednesday or Tuesday. So if I come into work nice and tired on Wednesday, you know why. Okay, so I think we just gotta connect everything up now. And we could get a shadow spawned, and then we can have it just wander to 0, 0. That's what we can do for now. So when you do initialize, we can set to target position equals new vector 0. That's actually not what we want. We want new vector 0.50. Okay, so spawn shadow, reset shadows. We need to do a reset shadow from the gameplay manager. So at start of round, like here, we want to go gameplay managers. Oh, we don't have it in the gameplay managers. We gotta add a shadow manager here. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how fast I was at adding this stuff, or creating this game. I actually kind of surprised myself, because like I feel like it's doing pretty well so far. It's only been working on I've only worked on it for like 3, maybe 4 of the days during this week. So it's been pretty cool. And Nikara's also been awesome. She's gotten a lot of the art done. The shadow man, we gotta connect shadow manager. Start of round, it'll create one shadow, which should spawn at like 45 seconds, which should just go to 0, 0. That's all it'll do. So let's connect everything up. There's still a lot of stuff we have to connect up because I don't even think I have the game manager created. No, we don't have the game created yet. So we're gonna do a shadow manager. We will add the manager to this. Shadow manager. The shadow game object is here. Spawn 0. Shadow spawn point. So this is where I probably do some refactoring if I were to continue this game, which who knows, maybe I will. Is the spawn point is actually under the cash register, which is kind of a weird place, but that's where it is right now. So we're gonna use that. And then the shadow manager, we also need the container, which is this. We'll delete that. So that should be all good. This needs to connect to there. Let's hope this works. So we could watch the shadows if it creates one, and then it should actually go to where we're standing. So I'm gonna move over. Hopefully I set up correctly. Fingers crossed. So there's a customer. There's a shadow. Oh, there he goes. I guess I need to make them look at where they're going. But he did spawn. He is here. Maybe it's I don't have him facing forward. What if I set his target destination is like 5. And there he goes. Would be cool if when your character isn't looking at him, he runs around and messes stuff up. But if you look at him, he vanishes, standstills. I know the plan is he's gonna run around and mess stuff up. That could be an interesting thing that if you're looking at him, he'll stop. I'm planning on doing a broom so that you get a broom and you could like hit them and they'll like scurry off. But that could be interesting, maybe as another mechanic, or maybe an upgrade eventually. Who knows? This game could have a lot of different upgrades based on like, oh yeah, upgrading this, move this stuff around. We're not moving stuff around yet, but we have the base game going. And then if we do back to 0, 0. Okay, so they definitely don't rotate. So we can try to do rotate. Let's see. There's going to be a transform dot rotation. You gotta have him go around the customer. Yeah, I mean, we want him to stay in the playable area. Currently, I don't have the customer area playable. So we want him to stay in the playable area so that the player can like go and hit him and scare him away. That could be something in the future, but right now I don't really have time to implement a better customer area. It's kind of the one thing with game jams is that you gotta cut off what you know you can't do, and like that's not that important. and like kind of just maybe note in my document that like, oh, this is what we would do if we continued it, sort of thing. Past the game jam, but this is what we have as is. Go around the customer. I mean, he is a shadow, so I want him to just go through everything. Like, that's his whole thing. Like, he's not gonna basically touch anything unless I make him touch it. I'm not doing anything fancy for movement. As I said, we might make it a little bit more fancier if we continue it, but he is a shadow. So he's supposed to be able to, like, he's like a ghost, you know, he goes through everything. He doesn't care. He's here to mess with you. He doesn't have, you know, manners. Is it quaternion dot? I don't remember. Vector 3 dot look at. What is the look at? I'm pretty sure I have a look at. Let's see. Unity look at. It's transform dot look at. So it'd be transform dot look at. And then if we do target position vector 3 dot left. Oh wait, this is the customer. I don't care what the customer. I guess that's fine. But we really care about the shadow. And then this is reset shadow. We'll just make this really short for now so that he'll spawn quickly. The first 10 to 15 seconds of round, he'll spawn. God, chop up, stupid Unity. I don't care. Okay, we can move around. Bam. He should spawn soon. Hopefully he'll be looking here. I'll be mean as much as I want. Here's our shadow. Oh no! That wasn't right. Did I do the wrong rotation? It's this is world position. Look at it. Is it up? Everyone else is sideways. I'm just guessing at this point. I don't know. I'm always terrible with this look at rotation BS. I think that's like the one thing I never really know. Okay, here's our shadow. Okay, he's standing correctly. I don't know, honestly, if he's not looking at it or not. I wish I could know what the forward vector was. You're gonna go? My next stream is tomorrow. I'll be doing some more game dev. Thursday, I'm gonna do some upcoming games. With Nate, we'll be doing some chatting. We'll figure out, you know, we'll look at some upcoming games on Steam and other consoles. And then I'll probably do something on Friday night, but I'm not too sure. Probably doing like Overwatch or Dead by Daylight or something. Okay, thanks for stopping by. That Friday's more of a guerrilla stream. We'll have to see. I probably will do something, and it'll probably just be a casual Friday Overwatch or Friday Dead by Daylight. No clue. Again, I don't know if this is incorrect. If I have him move over here, will he turn? So -2, -2. Okay, he does turn. So his forward is actually backwards, which is a simple fix of the model. I'm just gonna go 180, and then now he should be facing the direction we want him. Oh, let me move my guy out of the way. Here's our boy. He is looking the direction. Nice. And now he's T-posing aggressively in the center. Cool. Let me fix the customers since they're also still kind of messed up. So we want up. Okay. Okay, so we have the shadow. He moved in. So now we want to, instead of making him just move in, we want him to determine what he's going to mess up. So if he doesn't have anything to mess around with, he'll just kind of, we'll have him wander around. So I think his playable area is going to be the map. So we'll just do, what's the corner space? We'll basically have him pick a random tile in the area, which the playable area will do. What is this map? Give me the scene. What is this? This is -2.4, 1.6. So this is 2.4 and 1.6 to -2.4, 1.6. So 1.6 to -1.6. So we'll just have him wander around for now. Public get random position. We're gonna return a transform, or we'll just do a void and be like, move to random position. We're gonna set the is destination to false. And then we're gonna create a new vector. Var new position equals new vector 3. We'll do random. So this is x, which x was dot range is -2.4 and 2.4. F. Then we're gonna do 0.5, and then we're gonna do random dot range. This is gonna be -1.6 f, 1.6 f, and we're just gonna do target position equals this. This is the customer. I always put in the customer. Ugh. I don't want the customer to randomly walk around. Just do move to random position. And then if is at destination, we'll just have him move around for now. We'll probably make a do a I enumerator dot perform next action. We'll do a yields return wait 4 seconds, and we'll have him wait for like 2 seconds and then move. What is that? Gameplay manager. We have an I enumerator somewhere. Hey, what up, Caboose? Welcome in. We are still working on our Game Jam game, which is going to be today and tomorrow's streams, and then we'll continue back to our old game this weekend for anyone new coming in. But how's it going, Caboose? Start. Bam. Bam. Okay, first it's going to go to a random position. Then when it's at destination, it'll perform a random new action. And in this case, we're just going to do another. We're going to wait 2 seconds, perform the move to a random position. Tired and wore out? That's fair. It do be a work day. There are. Your meds did a number on you today? I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, let's see if this ghost will go to a random position. Okay, if we start the day, we want him to just kind of wander around is the goal. Here our shadow is. He's wandering around. He stops. Oh my god. I think I know what's happening. Yeah, I started, but I also need to return. Because he was still trying to look at nothing, even though he was already at the position, and the new position wasn't updated yet. So hopefully that fixed it. Oh, not quite. Okay, buddy, why are you spinning so much? I don't... Is there a point in which... I mean, that should be... I mean, it should be done, right? I wonder... Okay, let's see what it does in here. I wonder how many times it hits that. Start of day 1. Let's see what shadow monsters do. I need to attach. What? Okay, hit it. Hit it again. That's what I was concerned about. Okay, so I'm gonna do a new Boolean. Is recalculating. If is recalculating, then return. Equals true. And then at the end, we'll do is false. Facile. It's facile. Let's see if that gets around it. I'm not sure it will, but who knows. This is quick, ugly coding. We're not going for pretty code here. We just want a functional game. Okay. He's not spinning anymore. He's stopping for 2 seconds, it seems. He's wandering around. What's the difference between pretty and messy code? Well, sometimes not a lot, but it's kind of hard to show an example. But basically, messy code is kind of just like this, where I'm throwing booleans everywhere, which I'll probably be able to reduce all this down to like a couple lines, where this has a lot of lines of code for probably very simple functionality. Whenever I say I am refactoring code, if you've heard me say that before, that means I'm going back through all my code and making it cleaner. Which one thing right now that's really messy and that I would totally do a lot of refactoring on would be this gameplay manager, because there's just all this code that could be cleaned, and I guarantee I guarantee there's a lot of messy code in here. One thing with messy code is also, like, if there's code that repeats a lot, I could easily extract it, put it in its own thing, and like I would consider that clean. Would be taking repeatable code and put it somewhere so that it's only like located in one place and I could just reference it. So there's a difference between just getting a game functional versus actually having it easy to read and understand what's happening. I know for a fact, I mean, there's a chance we might continue this, but if I do continue it, I would probably spend a good chunk of time refactoring all this code. But for now, I'm basically just trying to get a functional game. Hopefully not any bugs. I mean, that's the goal. And have it working for a basic thing. If I were to explain, like, if I were to continue and, like, want to keep adding on to it, I would basically refactor all the code first and then continue. But we don't care right now. We're just making functional code. So we have our shadow monster. He comes in, he wanders around. Let's see, we can either have him grab an item if it's on the ground and leave with it. We can have him grab an item and just throw it somewhere else. We can implement the broom so that a player picks up a broom and then hits him with it. And then when we hit him with it, he'll leave. So what do you guys think we should do? Took you a hot second, but you finally figured out how to delete extra animations. Nice. It was unnecessarily complex. Seems like the normal. Inicar, your shadow is in the game now. He doesn't really do much, but he exists. He'll spawn in a second. Hold on. There he is. Look at him. He just wanders around. He's asserting dominance. We're both asserting dominance with our T-poses. But yeah, I was just talking about what I can do next. I think I might do where he grabs an item and leaves with it. Can we have a tornado one? I should add a bobbing animation to him. Or is that in your animation? I don't know. I could just add bobbing to him, so it's like in code, so he'll bob up and down. But if that's in your animation, I'm not gonna worry about it. So, I mean, that's one of the things is I want him to, like, reset progress on something. So if he comes over and messes with it, he'll reset progress on it. So, sort of. I mean, he's not going to spin around, but he is going to mess stuff up if you just let him wander around the shop. What would happen if we... Hold on. I want to see something. What if we, like, bump this up to, like... Let's see. We got one Shadow Boy. He's here. There's a customer. Yeah, I set the shadows so they don't hit anything. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, there's three of them. We have an infestation of shadows at this point. I don't think if I need to clear the shadows after rounds ended. Oh, I think I do though. So like if I were to just like actually complete this, either failing or whatever, let's see. I think I set them to leave. Oh, I don't think I set up what leave does though. Yeah, leave doesn't do anything yet. Let's set up a leave. So we want leave to be like active shadows dot remove. We're just gonna remove all at the end. Remove all. Oh, we can't. We can just go like new list. There you go. Public pool delete is leaving. If is at destination, if is leaving, we are going to destroy game object. And then we're just going to do target position equals spawn. I think we need the shadow manager for that. So when we initialize, we're going to set the game manager. Game manager equals game manager distance. Game manager dot shadow manager dot spawn position dot transform dot position. And then is leaving equals true and is at destination equals false. Okay. And we probably want to do that one. I don't think it matters. So, if that's the case, then we can quickly fail the day, and our shadows will just leave and then destroy themselves. Hopefully. At least that's the goal. There's one shadow boy. There's a customer. That is one bug. When I'm already looking at this and a customer shows up, it should update, but it doesn't right now. We got 2 shadow boys. Hopefully when you put them into Unity, they'll be easy to read, because right now the 2 models may technically share animations. Oh, okay. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I'll be worrying about animations tomorrow. I should have all player animations done. Hopefully we can overlay this whole animation onto his idle and walk animations. I'm trying to get all the core gameplay and the bugs out of the way today is my goal. And then tomorrow I want to be working on implementing animations and finding sounds to implement. And then the UI also. So it's kind of like the final couple things. And then building the game and hopefully calling it quits. So the round's about to end. All these shadows should leave. They're not leaving. They're still spawning. Hey, Adagon, welcome in. Hey, so, am I saying that wrong? How do I say that? Hey, Tegan, welcome in. How's it going? You're working on some game dev? What's up, everyone? My name is Glitchstream. He's coming around. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope your game dev was going great. We are currently working on a game jam project. And so we have a lot of shadow boys that we're trying to figure out why they're not leaving. Was doing some game template work. Nice. I feel like I need to start doing this for my game dev fellow streamers, but if you have anything to show off, I'll pull it up and feel free to post a link and I'll check it out. But currently we're working on a game jam. I do game development on Sundays and Mondays. This week we're doing it Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then generally I do some gaming stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So feel free to check all that out. This is a game jam project. We also have a main project that we work on when I'm not working on game jam projects, but I guess you could check that out some other time. Did a couple game jams recently, one similar to Skyrim and another one I made on the weekends. Nice. This is for the pirate software one, which was the two-week one with Shadow and Alchemy as the theme. I just wanted to get back into game jams, so I decided to do this one. We're currently overrun by shadows, which I'm trying to get rid of. I don't know why they're not leaving right now. Did this get called, I guess, is the question. It should be called. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the database. They just want to have a party. I know they just want to have a party. When I spawn it, do I put it in active shadows? I do put it in active. Okay, cool. When I end a round, it's only... Oh, that happens when I start a round. Dang it. It'll reset when I start a round. So I need to initialize shadows here. And then I need to reset shadows. So I need to do... void reset shadows. That's what was happening. And we want amount to spawn equals 0, so no more will spawn. Okay, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the raid. Okay, so we should reset. That needs to be called at the end of the round, so we gotta update this a little bit. So gameplay manager, end round. We need to do show day. We want to do game managers dot shadow manager dot reset shadows, and then this is going to be initialize shadows. 10's kind of excessive, but I don't know. I guess it's fine. Let's see if this works. So we start the day, bam. We can do stuff. For you guys who haven't seen the game yet, here's what it is. Like it's basically a like a plate up Overcooked style game where we're making potions. See if we accept an order. You can see up here we're making a potion, so we can make a potion, deliver it. He gets it. He's happy. He's gone. We're currently implementing these little shadow monsters that will come around and mess everything up. Like either reset progress or steal objects is what I have my ideas for right now. But we're trying to get them created, and they're currently just wandering around, which is fantastic. That's a good beginning. Is they're created, they wander in. Now I'm trying to get them to leave when the round's over. When you fail a thing, you'll lose a star, and how the game is over is when you're below 4 stars. So when you're at 3 stars or less, at the end of a day, you'll lose the game. They just are deleted. Okay. I mean, I guess that's fine. I'm assuming it's probably like... It's probably like recalculating what's happening, I would guess. How do we do that? So I guess we got to go like if is leaving and return. What does that have to be? This has to be a return. Return yields. I forgot. Return yields. Stop it. Yields. Oh, yield return. Sorry. Return null. Maybe. Let's see if that does anything. Sorry, I utilized a lot of bugs. Currently, this is technically a bug. You shouldn't be able to work on that while... You're supposed to be, you have to sit there and hold the button. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, that seems like a bug. Again, another bug, but we're not fixing bugs yet. Okay, so they didn't leave. I mean, they did leave eventually, and they're deleted. But they didn't move to position. Why is that? Why is that the case? I mean, that's fine. But they just kind of disappear. I'm not going to worry about it too much. That's fine. So now let's have them pick up random stuff if it's there and just leave with it. Like if there's anything on the ground, so anything under items. So we'll do items container in here. Each shadow is going to have access to the manager is going to have access to the item container. Public list of item. It's going to be items container. So in here, we're just going to do shadow. Pull this into here. That's a list. Ugh, I don't want that. It's going to be a game object. I wonder if I should make it smart for the shadow manager, though. Be like target item. Just make sure. Okay, we'll do public list of all items. Whoops. Possible items. What up, Gib? Welcome in. Public check void update items. We're just gonna call this up here. And so we're gonna be if. How's the potion sim going? It's going well. You had to make a snack. What'd you get? We're currently adding in shadow monsters, so we're trying to get them. They're spawning in. They're wandering around. We want them to grab an item and leave with it. So we're gonna start handing out tasks to these shadows. Pop-Tarts? Nice. What type of Pop-Tarts? I personally like, I don't know, apple's always pretty good. Like, strawberry's pretty good. There's also, like, you know, Oreo and s'mores. I know my family always likes s'mores. So, strawberry? Nice. Strawberry Pop-Tarts are great. Do you warm them up, or do you just eat them cold? You would rather have raspberry. Okay. Warm them. I generally eat them cold, but that's generally because when I eat Pop-Tarts, it's because I'm on the go. But a nice warm Pop-Tart's always nice. I think you can do items, containers, dot. Some Pop-Tarts are better at room temperature than others, are better hot. That's true. Like, I probably want to eat a s'mores one hot. But, like, strawberry or raspberry would probably be really good warm. I can see that. I think it's get component children, and then we'll do items. Item. And then we could do all items. For items. If items. And your water slushy. Is that like ice and water? Mainly ice? Like crushed ice? Let's see, for each. Yeah, nice. I like a solid glass of crushed ice. So we go through every item that's available. And then we're going to go shadow. It's going to be public item, target item, public bool has task. So cold water with the ice being crushed. Yeah, is it just crushed ice, or is it like you actually put water in there? Just so it's like a cup of water with crushed ice in it. Is that what you consider water slushy? Ah, I see. Okay, fair. Crushed ice is oddly nice, you know? Get components. You blend the ice. Oh, okay. So it's a little bit more. I see. Interesting. Okay, so we want to look to make sure. So if there are items available, I think I'm gonna do this. If there are items available, we'll set this to all items. .to list. possible items. So if there are items available, we go through for each. We need like an enumerator, like type of task. And type of task. Enum. And this is going to be public enum type of task. So currently the type of task is we're going to do item removal. We'll just do we'll do item. We'll do disruption. And we'll do item removal, item scatter, and task disruption. Disruption. And then we'll just throw one. This is possibly as light. Turn off lights. So we'll be like, bam, public. And we'll keep the target item there, but we'll do public type of task. And then we'll add one that's default. Default. Or none. None works. Type of task. Current task equals none. So if it's none, it'll just find a random position. If current task equals type of task none, we'll just move to a random position. Else, if current task equals type of task item removal, we will get managers dot shadow manager dot get random item. This is going to be target item equals this. So we're going to do public void get random item. Actually, just remove this because this is all this is. Possible items equals that. So let me keep it nice and up to date. I wonder what happens if there's an item on the ground. We update it. Get random item. So we're gonna do possible items. Dot. So we're gonna go var random item index equals random dot range. And this is inclusive. Oh, it's exclusive. Okay. Okay, so then we'll go var, we're gonna return an item. Stop it. Item. And then we're just gonna return possible items, random item index. So this is gonna get random item, give it to the shadow. It's gonna be set the target, and then we're gonna go target position equals target new vector 3 We're gonna do target item dot transform dot position dot x 0.5 target, the same thing but z. So this is gonna move the ghost to above the item. Is at destination false. So he'll go to the item. So now we are gonna be like, if you're at destination, we want to so if the item is, or if the task is item removal, we're gonna check if target item is null. If it is null, then we'll do all that. Else, we will go. We're gonna pick up the item now. So if it's not null, then we'll pick up the item because this is like they're at the position of the item. Hopefully the item's still there. If item, target item, maybe we'll just check if game managers dot shadow manager dot is item still available. And then we're gonna pass the item in, so it's gonna be target item. So we'll do check if the item's still available. And then we're gonna go like return possible items dot contains target item. So if it contains target item, we'll get a true. Otherwise, it'll be a false. So if it still exists, then we will we are gonna, if it doesn't exist, else, we're gonna just reset its task. So it's gonna go current task equals none. And then call move to position. Oh, this is under initialize. I don't think this is supposed to be under. I have this in the wrong place. Let me move this before we get too deep. We want this to be at perform next action. Okay, so if the item is still available, this means we're gonna have the shadow pick it up. Shadow pick up item. Void pick up target item. So pick up target item. We're gonna hopefully look at what Gameplay Manager has. Oh, I guess the player's the one that picks it up. So give item. And then we're gonna do public item held item. And then we're gonna do item game objects held item container. And this is gonna be where like it's actually stored. Container. So when they pick up target item, the item is gonna be target item. The items can transform into the held item container. Target item. We picked up, destroy the rich body, collider, held item equals new item. Okay, so that should then set it into its held item. Get it off the floor. What does a player do when they pick up an item? If it's nothing and held item is nothing, then we destroyed held item object. Oh, that's throwing it down, so we want to do the other way. So we're going to destroy this. Destroy target item, and then target item we're going to set equals null. There we go. Okay, so that should be that. So he should be able to pick it up. So when he picks it up, we're going to tell him to leave, because this is the one, whoops, this is the one where it's item removal. So he's going to just leave. So we're going to do leave shop. So we can give this a try. I don't think we've told him. So possible items. So we'll do a update shadow tasks. Hey, thank you for the hydrate. Oh my god, I just almost knocked over glass. Okay. Update shadow tasks. So it's gonna be a void update shadow tasks. So we're gonna go through each shadow. So for each var shadow in active shadows, if shadow dot active or current task equals task type of task none. So there's no task. Am I drunk game deving? No. Listen, I just almost knocked over a glass just because it was there, not because I'm drunk. I can be clumsy without being drunk. If task, so we only want to let's get all var target items equals active shadows dot select shadow or shadow dot target item. We will get a random item. Where's this being called from? Get random item. Shadow target item. Oh, okay. If target items dot count equals two lists. I just like dealing with lists, so I'm gonna make that list equals possible items dot count. If they don't equal, then we're gonna set shadow dot current task equals type of task item removal. Okay, maybe that'll do it. I kind of think that's gonna set them all to it, but that's fine. Okay, well, let's just hope. So if it's not available, then we also want to set target admin to null. Okay, I think we gotta connect a lot of stuff back up. We just did a lot of coding without seeing how that affected anything. Would it be okay if I were to redeem NameGen for like a rare shadow that's like 5% larger and slower? I'd probably save it for now, just because I don't have time to implement that. But if we do continue, I 100% go for it. Just because this is a game jam, I kind of have limited time. I don't have time to add extra stuff right now. But yeah, if we do continue this, feel free to, or feel free to save it for when I do my other game, my main game. Yeah, I'll probably change that to, instead of name gen, be like idea suggestion sort of thing. And that won't mean that I'm like 100% gonna do it, but it's a good chance I will consider it, at least. Yeah, I'm planning on reworking a lot of my channel points and stuff this weekend. So next week, stop by and there's probably gonna be a lot of new stuff. Let's see. Items container, we want to connect this up. We have to add a place for the shadow to hold the object. So we're going to do held item. And I'm just going to throw .3D object cube. But yeah, I mean, if I do continue working on this game, it would be like yeah, there's little guys just over here messing with people. There's little guys. If we do continue this, it would be like sorry, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I would add different types of shadows. Like shadows would be doing different stuff. So that idea probably would be somewhere there. And I'd probably add new ways for shadows to mess with people. I.e., as we mentioned, someone was saying like, oh yeah, have the shadows mess with customers. And I probably would do something similar where I would open up the customer area so that you can actually go and interact with customers. But mainly it would be to shoo off shadows messing with the customer sort of thing. .5. Okay, so Held item. So we want to put held item here. None. Target. Okay, I think we are good. Let's see if this works. The name idea for it was just randomly larger shadows being given a Dark Souls-like name. Okay, fair. Let's see if they do anything. So if we grab this, kind of throw this stuff around. There's 2 items they can steal. Let's see if they do it. Okay, he's grabbing the Vital Bloom. He grabbed the Vital Bloom. He's leaving. And it's gone. But wait, he's not gone. Wait, he didn't leave. Oh, now he left. It just took him a while. He deleted. Oh, he stole. Yeah, he stole the item. Hey. The item's gone. So if this guy is kind of like hanging out here. Oh. They broke something. That's fine. Okay. If possible items dot any return. If there aren't any, then return null. Okay, let's say if we have a guy wandering around, right, and we throw down an item, will he go and grab it? I think that's kind of like the goal that we want. So let's just say we're working. I don't know. We'll throw a pop bottle down. What happens if I were like, he like, oh no, that's mine. What now? Okay. Is item still available? Okay, what am I looking at? Oh, my stream just. Does my stream always do that? It's a question I always have. Kind of like disconnects for a second, occasionally. Seems like an internet issue if it is. Basic potion. Nope. I want the shadow. Oh, okay. If you're looking away, it doesn't matter. This item's still available. Ascent. Null. If target item does not equal null, and start day, we do stuff. I'm just gonna throw this over there. Like, this is bait for the shadow monster. It broke again. I guess it should be. I need to see what this does. Start of day. We're gonna throw this here. We pause. I want to connect it. Unpause. So he comes in. Hey, what are you doing? Okay, so it threw an error already. So I don't know when it's thrown there though. Object reference not set to an instance in the object on Shadow 61. Shadow 61. Ah, okay. So if target item is null, if target item equals null, then return. It's not, what? It's not nullable? What are you talking about? We're doing a null check here. The hell game? Let's get our Shadow Boy in here. Throw that down. He's like, oh my god, I need an item. And then I just go like that. And it breaks again. For what reason? How does it get here? Hold on, I only want one Shadow. And we're just gonna have him spawn immediately. Yeah. He doesn't take too long to spawn in. But I only want one Shadow, so we're gonna do initialize shadows 1. Okay, so me picking up obviously is what's causing whatever issue's happening. I just don't know where it's having the issue at this point. Okay, Shadow has item removal. It doesn't have anything to do, so it should randomly move around. What if I, instead of this, what if I just go... Do I need to do this? Are you going to be happy there? I think it's happy there. Okay, well... Start of day. Shadow Boy comes in. We want him to be given a task and just, like, if it doesn't exist, then kind of just roam around. Shadow Boy is item removal. He's going to go to a position. He's not going to find anything. He's going to go to a different position. Not going to find anything. Go to a different position. Okay. So far, so good. Now, if you go like this, he will target that item. And I'm going to pick it up. So it's going to be a missing item. Okay, now he continues. There we go. And then if he is an item, he'll... Oh my god, item. Grab it and leave. And you're sitting here like, what the hell? Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, that's only if he leaves. So we got that going. So we're going to do an OR current task equals type of task item scatter. And the only difference is here. He's going to pick up target if bam else leave. He's just gonna go to a random position. He goes here if it's one of these, if target item is null, else if held item does not equal null, then he's gonna current task target bam. He's gonna drop the item and move to a random position. Drop item. No, that doesn't exist yet, but now we just go to player. I know player has this drop item functionality. It's this thing right here. And we're gonna throw this into drop item. Drop held item. Void. So when he drops the item, we gotta go held item container, transform. Delete all those items in there. Create a new one from the held item. Make it the same thing. Make the position the same. And then we're gonna go game manager's items.transform. We're gonna set the parent there. Create a rigid body. Drop it. Set the okay. So that should be all good. So drop held item is what we're doing. So I think the shadow manager is just going to randomly assign. We don't care about. We don't care about this. We're just going to do a random thing. We're going to go current task equals random of range of 0 to 4. Oh, how do I convert an int into an enum? Convert C#. Convert int to, or float to enum. I just forget how to do this. How to declare enums with a float value. I mean, they should all technically have values. I don't know why. Range is giving me what? Int. Let's see. What do I Google? Sorry, this is all happening off screen. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask what I'm doing, or you want to see something specific. How to get a enum value from an int. Enum.toObject. Type of. This is gonna be type of task. Still not quite it. I feel like I'm close. Do I need to cast this? Might need to cast this type of task. Does that work? How many do we have? We have type of enum 3. No, I hope it does. Snyder, I hope it does. 0 to 2. This is okay, exclusive. Okay, let's try this out. 0 to 3. Assign a random task. Start day. Now we're gonna wait till the shadow has. We'll kind of have to. I guess if we really want to test it, but we could check the shadow. Item scatter, item removal. Item scatter. He picks it up. He moves. He moves. He moves. You're supposed to drop it, buddy. He didn't want to drop it. Oh, supposed to move to a random position, and then I guess it's supposed to be here. If held item, pick up target. I mean, it. I guess hold on. Let's find out what was happening. Start a day. We gotta wait for our shadow buddy to appear. He's here. Oh, nope. No item removal. Scatter. There we go, buddy. He picks it up. He has a held item. He gets stuck on the wall because the item's. Dang it. I gotta remove Collider for when they grab it. Pick up target. Collider equals enabled? No, we went disabled. And then dropped it. We want to add Collider equals true. Wait, is that what's happening for players? We're not doing anything with colliders for players. Okay. Not sure about that one. Is it ad time? It is ad time. Nice. I disabled Nightbot, so we shouldn't have any of the extra messages for ads. So okay, let us try this out again. So the collider should not be disabled for items, so they shouldn't get stuck like that. But I don't think that was our issue. Oh, Mr. Shadow Boy. We need you. Okay, he grabs the item. He moves. He still has held item. At least it's not getting stuck on anything anymore. But if we take a look at our code, where am I? Shadow. He's at destination. He should perform next action, which should go into here. Current task is of one of these removals, so that should be it. If target item equals null. And held, that's what it is. And held item equals null. Okay, let's try this again. We should give them an action cooldown. So like if they do something, they can't do anything for like a second. Come on, stop being removal. Give me scatter. Scatter. There you go. Something for you to grab. He's gonna pick it up. He's gonna move over here. He's gonna drop it. Nice. We're gonna grab it. There we go. So he could just move stuff around. He could also remove it. So like he'll leave with this. There's a strat somewhere in there. There's a strat where you just throw a bunch of items on the ground so that they have a lot of stuff to be distracted with. You know? I want to add percentages to this, though. Let's add percentages to this. So, like, it's less likely for them to just do the removal and more likely to do... so we're going to do a random... var. Random... or percentage... task percentage. So we're going to do a random... dot range from 0 to 100. So we're gonna get 0 to 99. So if task percentage is less than 50, so 50% of the time they're gonna make their shadow dot current task equal task of item scatter. Else task percentage is greater than or equal to 50 and task percentage is less than 90, 80, then we're gonna do none. And that's gonna be replaced with, we'll make this disruption, but for now we'll do none. Else if. And then the last 20%, we will do item removal. This is always true. I guess that's fine. If it's less than 80. It's probably gonna do a switch statement. There we go. There we go. Okay. So they're more likely to do item scatters, very rarely going to do item removals. It's currently 20% of the time they're going to do item removals. Which is pretty solid. Okay. And then what was I gonna do? I feel like I was gonna do something else. So we got item manipulation done. So now we want to do furniture. So if they do task disruption, we can go like shadow. Perform next. If, else if current task equals type of task disruption, then we could go like target we could do public furniture target furniture. So we'll do the same thing. So if target furniture, let me close all these. We'll go if target furniture equals null. Then we're gonna get target furniture equals game managers dot shadow manager dot get random furniture. In progress furniture. Random. We'll just do random furniture. Shadow manager. We're gonna do get random furniture. Public furniture. Get random furniture. So furniture is set at the beginning of rounds, so we only need to do this on initialize. So we'll get list furniture, possible furniture. Whoops. Which makes it slightly easier. So we are going to on initialize shadows, we're just gonna go furniture equals public game object furniture container. Where's the initialize? Where was that? Down here. Furniture. Furniture. There we go. We get all the furniture during that round. And then we're going to go look for each. I wonder if, is there a way to randomize order? Let's see. Var randomize list order in C#. We shuffle a list. Is there an easy way to do this? Let's see, Unity, how to shuffle a list of objects. Okay, there is a way. So we go random var random equals new random. What's the other random? Let's see, what is, we want a var shuffled list equals new list furniture for each for I don't know how to. This is like a going back to my coding days in college, figuring out these stupid small puzzles. I think there's like a what is random? If I do random, what wouldn't have random? This random system.random. So I'm gonna use system random. I think system random will have it. This feels like one of those other things where I'm like, yeah, just kind of system random equals system.random. Because I know we could do var random equals new system random. And then we can be like list or possible furniture dot order by XX dot, we'll do F for furniture. Random dot next. And then we could do a for each var furniture in this order by returns. Okay, in ordered enumeral. Okay. So this is gonna be a random furniture. So if furniture so there's two states, right? There's one where it's a container. So if our var container equals if furniture as container. No, not container. As countertop. So if it's a counter, then we can grab the item from it and throw it off. If countertop does not equal null, then we'll return countertop. We'll probably be like if countertop is null, does not equal null, and countertop dot Contained item is not null. Then we'll return. So that means this is a countertop and there's an item in the countertop. So we'll return this furniture. Else, if var. Ooh, yes, definitely go to bed if you need it. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a great night. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay. So next we want to see if it is a cauldron. Let's see what we got. We got if it's a cauldron. If it's a... We don't want to do the delivery mat. Cauldron, mortar, or planter. We just want to see if current timer is greater than 0. If it is, then we'll return it, because that'll be our target. Which we need to make these public then. Which we could throw this under just furniture, so we can access it. Which is what I'll do. Okay. What else did I touch? Delivery mat? No. Okay, so now we can just be... What is up, Nikita? Welcome in. How are you doing? If furniture dot current timer is greater than 0. What's poppin'? We're making some decent progress on our game dev game. We are currently making our shadow monsters. They currently can steal items. We're currently giving them the option to mess with task progression. So we have this task disruption that we want them to basically reset any progression on anything if we return this. So target furniture equals null, then I'll get target furniture and we want them to move to it. How many games have I made? I haven't really made a full game. This is probably the closest game I've had to release. But, I mean, it won't be a full game. This is just kind of a demo for the game jam. So full releases, none. Just game parts in general, I've made a lot. I haven't really released any, though. But I've done a lot of game deving. I've never pulled myself into actually making a full game, so I'm planning on making that change this year by doing a lot of game jams and throwing that up on my itch. So this is hopefully going to be one of them. I mean, I've definitely found over the years, right? This is the cool part about doing all this, is that I found over the years that I'm faster and faster doing game dev. So like, if I were to try this same exact game like multiple years ago, there's no way in hell I would be even this close to where I am now. And I've been able to push this game out pretty quickly. Because this has been a week and a half of work, and we have almost the entire game cycle going with art and animation soon. So it's really cool to see what's happening, like see the progress from when I first like started game deving. Okay, so held we get target item if target item is if we'll do the same thing. If it's null, then we'll remove it. Just have it move. Target furniture equals null. Target task equals null. Target item equals null. Move to random position. Else. We are going to update this. And I'll move to it. Then I'll reset. So then it'll check. So we want to check if it's still active. So we want to do is. No, we don't need to do that. We're just going to do it. So we'll do if var countertop. So countertop's going to be target furniture equals as countertop. So we're checking if the target item, the target furniture is a countertop. If countertop does not equal null, then we're going to do something else. We're going to assume it's something else. So we're going to go. We're going to do current task equals none. Current or target furniture equals null. And we are going to. So this is what we actually are going to do. So this is like, oh yeah, you did the thing. Bam. We are going to do. I think we're going to change the task for this one to item scatter. We're going to have pick up target item. I guess we're going to do pick up item. We're going to pass target item in here. Item target or target item. So we're going to update these. Whoops. The target item. Okay. And then we're going to pick up the item that's within the container. So we set it to item scatter. We go target furniture equals null. We do. We do pick up item. And we go countertop dot contained item. And I think countertop has code to like remove item. Countertop, countertop, countertop. Countertop. Clear item. Okay, so we set it to scatter. Clear, so they should have an item. And so we're going to update held item to the new item. We're going to delete it from the countertop. So basically they grab it from the countertop and they throw it on the floor. And then for the other one, if it's like an in progress thing, we are going to do furniture dot current. Whoops. Target furniture dot current timer equals 0. So we're just resetting the timer to 0. So, whoops, we have errors. What are the errors? Oh, we're not returning anything. Return furniture. Return. If nothing happens, then return null. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. We need the furniture container, which is this. Day 1. Okay. So, if the shadow has a thing, he should be able to reset this if he does task disruption. He comes in. He has task disruption. His target furniture is nothing. Should have been the planter. Planter? No. Okay, let's check if we put an item on here, if he'll do it for task disruption. Okay. Okay, he has target. Goes over to it. Grabs the item. Throws it on the floor. Wow, that is a dick move right there. It's actually pretty funny. Oh, I didn't do the is at destination update. Oh. I think that's, hold on. Is at destination should be false. Pick up, clear item, move to random location. There you go. So now he'll go somewhere else, drop it, instead of just dropping it there. Okay, but it wasn't determining the planter. Because the planter's timer is greater than 0, so, oh, no, it resets. Oh, okay. So if I go like this, Mr. Shadow should eventually target that and reset it. Okay. Wait, he did update it. If I go back over and, okay, it resets. So, if I just sit here, keep working on it. Bam, done. And I go like this, and I set that there. Okay, so they aren't updating. Because I think that cauldron was reset, yeah. Let us check what's the progress bars are updating. Update UI. Okay. I think part of this needs to be updated. So I'm gonna go with if this, then this happens. But we still want to update that. And that's probably the same for mortar and pestle. Yeah, probably. If throw that in there, grab this. It's kind of annoying, but it's fine. See if it works. So, Shadow should come in, do task disruption, come over here and mess this all up. Cauldron, okay. It's going over to it. Bam. Okay, perfect. And then if there's an item on the ground, he'll scatter it. If there's something on here, he might go do it. Oh, he's doing item removal. No, get back here. No. Okay, well, I think we have all of our actions in play. So I'm going to check this stuff in. The only thing I think we have left for shadow monsters is we want a broom to be able to hit them. Which I think there's some other stuff I kind of need to do in order to get that running. So I'm going to get this checked into my GitHub. Because we have a successful shadow monster. Create shadow monsters that can scatter items, remove items, and disrupt tasks. Okay, and then let me pull up. Let's see. So we have crit shadow monsters. We're not going to do this one right now. We're going to move items on the ground, reset progress, add broom that a player can use to scare off. So one thing is we need to update controls before we get this broom working. Because what I want to do is I want to pick up and drop items on right click instead of left click, and then interact with the left click. So that's what we're going to do. And then there's some, like, if I have time, I'll do a sprint and a dash. But for now, I'm not worried about that. I want to get this right click, left click thing implemented. So yeah, we got our shadow monsters in there. Now let's add a broom, be able to pick it up and use it. So we're going to change our pick up, drop items to right click. I think we'll make drop items right click instead of, like, left click can still be pick up items. But right click will be drop items instead of whatnot. So we will add a Hey, PT, welcome in, welcome in. How's it going, everyone? If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Glitched Rune. You just call me Rune. I do a lot of game dev and occasionally some games. Today we're working on a game jam. Wow, Snyder's actually here doing her job. Insane. How was your Dungeons and Dragons? Any crazy thing happen? But yeah, we currently have a game in progress for our game jam. This is about a week and a half in, so we're doing pretty good. What up, Flam? Welcome in. Currently, we have a full game cycle. We have shadow monsters, we have customers, we have scores, we have a way to fail. Sort of. So we got stuff going. See, if we throw some stuff on the ground, he should grab it and throw it around. That's what we've been implementing today. There we go. He's gonna go over here and he's just gonna drop it. Like the jerk he is. Wait, no, stop it. No, stop it. See, like, he just stopped my progression. Oh, he's gone. He just stole that item and left. Okay, bye, Shadow Monster. Hope you have a good time. We have customers. We can fail it, but you could also turn in your thing and he'll grab it. And then we could possibly be able to complete this. Oh. It's kind of finicky. We gotta smooth out some of the controls. I think I'm gonna fail this last one. See, when you succeed, you get gold. You also get rating back. But when you fail, like I just failed that one, I lose half-star of rating. And when you're down to 3 stars of rating, below 3 stars, so it has to be like 2.9 stars and less, you will when you end your day, you will lose. So I want to see if we can. We don't have enough people. It takes a little bit because like currently there's only 3 people per day, so like you need 2 full days of, almost 2 full days of failure right now to lose. But we got a game going. What I was doing is I was going to update my interactions because currently they only use left click to interact. And I want to make it so that when you right click, you pick up items or drop items. I mean, so else if input dot get button down. I think it's fire 2 is the default. We'll do game managers dot player manager dot active player dot drop item. So active player has start interaction, end interaction. So we're gonna do public void drop item. And that's this last one. If interacting object equals null and held item does not equal null. So we're gonna do the same thing. If held item does not equal null, then we are just gonna drop it. Void start. Var, nope. Void, nope. Pub, game managers, that's what it is. Managers. And there we go. So now if you right click, we should drop it instead of, let's test this out. So if we pick up, oh, start date, we already have an error. What's the error? Oh, is that a misspelling? Fire 2. Let's try this out. Start day. Click. Okay, I can't drop anymore, but I can put it in here. Perfect. Now, if I were to right click, I could throw it. There we go. Hi, Shadow Monster. Okay, so we changed drop item to right click. So that's what I wanted. So we are going to create a new tool. We'll call them tools, I guess. Which is going to be an item on the ground that you can pick up, but can't be interacted by, because we don't want the ghost or the shadows to take the tools. So we're going to create a new one called tools. We're going to create a new tool called a broom. And we are going to make this capsule collider. Want to throw the broom in here. It's kind of big. There we go. We'll move broom into the corner. Can we put him like right here? Oh, broom. We want broom like right here. So broom. Pick up broom. When you click with broom in your hand, okay, so I think we're gonna make, trying to figure out what the best way to do this. This would be maybe tools. Tools. We're gonna make a tool. Tool. And then we're gonna make a broom. It is coming together. Hey PT, have you seen I implemented the shadow monsters. Did you see that when I had them going? Okay, here's the shadow monsters that we have so far. So you can do the same thing. Start date, BM. I kind of gotta get some stuff going so you can see it, but our boy will show up in a second. Here's our boy. He's here. There he is. So he does a couple of things. He'll kind of just casually be wandering around. When you have progress on something like that, he'll randomly have the chance to do a task where he goes and disrupts it. So like if I have this up a little bit, he's gonna go over there and disrupt it. There's also, if I drop that on the ground, he'll come and grab it and move it around. and just drop it. He also has one where he'll pick up an item and leave with it. So like if I have that, he'll grab it. And he's gone. He's out of here. No, my flower. There's also one more thing that he does, which is if you have an item on a tabletop, a counter, he will grab it and he will just throw it on the ground. So that's all of our Shadow Boys do so far. He's currently task disruption. He'll go to countertop, grabs it, moves over there, throws it on the ground like the asshole he is. I'm like, no, I want that over here. He has mission, grabs it, throws it. Okay, and then, whoops, and then. It's kind of fun just watching him do stuff, you know? And then we're currently working on adding the broom so we can, like, get him out of here. So, like, if there is a shadow, we want to be able to grab the broom and, like, interact and hit him, and then he'll just leave. I think once we get that going, I'm going to call this game pretty much like the game cycle's done. We'll just need to update it so it's kind of infinite progression so that there's going to be more customers, less time to do the potions, more shadow monsters per day. So that's probably what I'll do tomorrow, is that and add like tutorials. I mean, we might do the progression today, but the tutorials are definitely going to be tomorrow with like adding more UI, the sounds. So I'll try to see what sounds I need. And if you still want to do them, go for it. I'll message you, but probably figure that out tonight. Kind of just like watching this guy move around. He's doing things. He'll leave eventually. There's a 20% chance that he'll just leave, especially when there's items on the ground. Because there's 20% chance he'll get, instead of an item scatter task that's over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's underneath my UI. There's a task right here. There's one that's called item removal, which he'll grab the item and leave, which you've seen before, but he currently just keeps getting scatter. Which is pretty interesting. Oh, here's removal. Yep, there he's gone. As I said, there is a somewhat of a strat for dealing with them if you don't want to deal with the broom, is to just throw a bunch of items on the ground and hopefully he'll grab it and leave. So there is kind of a strat there. Or you can just grab this broom, which is what we're trying to implement right now. So we're going to interact. If the thing in front of you is the broom. So we were making the broom. So tools. We're going to make this go off of the tool. Wait, this is the tool. We want this to go off of broom to be off the tool. Okay, so we're gonna put onto here. If capsule, we want a rigid body. We're gonna freeze, no rotation, nothing. We're not gonna freeze anything. So I throw a broom onto this. So now this is considered a tool. So when we look at the player, and we do on trigger enter, we could go var tool equals collider tool. If tool does not equal null, I'm assuming you could always interact with a tool, so I'm not going to check that one up. We're going to do interactable objects dot add tool. Oh, I guess in tool we got to make this a interactable object. There we go. Okay, so if we move around, tools should now be able to be interactable according to this. It won't do anything. What happened to my broom? Why is it falling through the floor? Hello, broom? Tools. We're gonna put broom into the tools, make a prefab. And then we should be able to look at this and we can see what the capsule collider looks like. Okay, capsule collider isn't quite what we want. So we want capsule collider to be much more narrow. So 0.1. Nope, not that. Capsule collider. Radius 0.1. Okay. We want the center to be like, I don't know, 0.5 up. 0.2, I guess? No? 1.5. 1.4. Make this 0.6. It's pretty good. I think we want 1.3 and then 0.5. Wasn't quite it. 0.6. 5? I'm gonna go yes on that. I think that's good. Okay, let's see if this fixes it. Hopefully it won't fall through the... Okay, it's not falling through the ground. So, if we look at player, broom is interactable. Doesn't do anything yet, but it's there. Cool. So, when broom is interactable, we want to make player. We're gonna make held item public tool held tool. Okay, so if held item equals null and held tool equals null, then we're gonna pick it up. So then we're gonna go with this, which is gonna be if interacting tool as tool and tool does not equal to null, then we're gonna do the same thing that this is doing. Oh, whoops. Okay, so we're gonna do if why is this already? I don't understand this. Why'd I do this? I already have the interacting item. What? Okay, that's stupid. I don't know why I did that. We already know it's an item. Ah, the glories of looking back at your old code and be like, why the hell did I do that? That's my favorite. It's all garbage. Get it out of here. So we're gonna do public bool picked up. It was garbage, Snyder. It was. Collider? Public collider. 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 Rigid body. New tool. And you aren't gonna tell me otherwise, Snyder. I know it was garbage. Held tool. New tool. Okay. And then if drop item, if held item, it be going. We are making some sort of progress. New tool. We're actually pretty close to what I would consider like a what I would consider probably a good state for turning in, or at least pretty close to like a full like game cycle. I'm currently trying to implement the broom right now. And yes, Nikar, you want to see what all of the shadows can do currently? Oh, I broke it! Hold on. Hold on. Listen, I'm doing a lot of code here. There's a lot to do. The variable okay, broom wasn't assigned. Broom. You need rigid body, you need collider. We also need to do, when we drop it, we don't want to do game manager's items. We want to do tools. Game managers public tools. Okay. And then when we pick it up, we're not removing it from... Okay, I guess that's fine. Okay. Game manager's tools goes in here. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so we can pick up broom, drop broom. Pick up broom. I broke broom. The object broom has been destroyed, but you're still trying to access it. Where did broom go? Broom's right there. Why is it not here? Why broom break? Broom no understand. A drop item. It should do tools. Tool. held tool equals null. Okay, let's hold on. Bam. Okay, we can pick up and throw the broom all we want. Perfect. Oh. What? Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with broom. Let me show you what we did with our shadow people. Okay, so I'm just gonna play the round like somewhat normal. So we got our shadow boy in here. He kind of wanders around. He has a couple tasks he can do. One of them is task disruption, which he'll just reset the task. Like if there's any progress on any task, he'll just come back in and mess with it. Okay. The other thing he has is countertop. He'll come over to a countertop, grab the item, and just fucking toss it. Like the asshole he is. And the other one is that he has something called item scatter. If there's an item on the ground, he'll pick it up, wander around, and just fucking toss it. Like the asshole he is. He has one more thing, which is item removal. Which, maybe he'll do it. It's very rare. It's more rare than the other stuff. Oh, here it is. So he's gonna grab this. He's just gonna leave with it. And he's gone. You just stole our item. So he can only do that for stuff that's on the ground. So like that's one benefit of always having, like putting your stuff back on counters is that he can't steal stuff on counters. You can just toss it on the ground, but you can't steal it. So yeah, that's what we got for our boys, and then obviously the base game is the base game. And you'll still fail if you get below 3 stars at the end of a round. But that's our shadow boy. A new one, so many of them will spawn per round. And I haven't set up the whole like spawning multiple stuff yet, which I'll probably do that later. So it's like slow progression through the game. Hey, thank you, Momo. Thank you for the stretch. How's it going? Yeah, I'm planning on doing Impatience. I hope I can do Impatience. I'm not... I think I want to do Impatience. I think I have it as a task on our board. Let's see. These are the stuff I want to get done by the end of tomorrow. Goes good, or goes okay, can't sleep, made the mistake of taking a nap midday, so you're awake late. Ah, I see. Well, welcome in. I want to add an end game screen, a simple tutorial, which is just going to have like things pop up that you'll click and it'll close. And add patience for customers standing in line, and then there's this bug. So that's what I want to implement for the rest of it. Currently, I'm updating the controls. This is, I don't know if I'll get to this. I think they should be easy to do a sprint and a space. You gotta re-export your player in Shadow. Okay, hopefully that doesn't mess up too much stuff. That's fine. So, I'm kind of hoping to get this done tonight. Or at least most of this done tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna focus on implementing sounds and cleaning stuff up. And the UI stuff, I'll implement that tomorrow. Because that's kind of like a cleanup stage, like we're just cleaning up the game so we can build it and put it on itch. So that's what I'm planning on doing. So let us continue with trying to get this. Hey, Azure, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Glitchroon. You can just call me Rune. How's it going? Is Snyder actually here to do her job? Thoughts? Oh my god, she is. Playing some Minecraft? Nice, how'd that go? We're currently working on a game jam game. So we have... Currently we're trying to implement this guy in interactions with him. And he's kind of like our main antagonists of this game. Is that it's a little shadow guy. He's going to be wandering around, disrupting stuff, causing issues. So we're trying to set up... for some reason, a lot of errors, but grabbing the broom and hitting him with it. The broom was destroyed, but you're still trying to interact with it. Oh, we didn't remove it from the interactable list. How do we do that? Do it on player. We pick it up. We want to do the game play manager. Where is this? There's a lot of code in here. Okay, we gotta do remove. Oh, we are removing it. Huh? Okay, let's try to debug this. Okay, so we're gonna pick up the broom. It's already broken. What? It's in your thing, interacting. Is there an order to it? We've removed it. And we destroyed it. And then the new tool's the new tool. Is that why I did that whole new thing? Ooh. Maybe that's why I did that. Okay. I mean, I already know that item's not going to be null here, so we don't have to do that. So we're going to set the pickup. To pick up. That's. I gotta check what I totally messed this up. 1 second. Let me pull up. Wait, where's GitHub? I know GitHub's open. What'd I do here? What'd I mess up? Game managers. Nope, we're looking at player. Item. Destroy new item, rigid body. I don't understand. Okay. I don't know how this is going to change anything, but let's try it. Okay, but then if you interact with a tool, and it goes var tool equals interact object as a tool. Okay. Still don't know what this will do, but I guess I had it there for a reason. Maybe it'll fix everything. Let's find out. Fingers crossed. Okay. Broom. Click. Why is there 2 brooms? Why is there so many brooms in my thing now? What? Okay, if I have an item on the ground, what does it do? So we have an item. Click. It removes it from the list. Okay, that should work. We had the broom. Click. Okay, that worked. What just happened? Why did that just mess everything up? Why was that one different? What line is it throwing? So it didn't like clean the interactables somehow. So it's like when I turned. There was one issue I saw like here. It's not removing it from the list. I think that might be something to do with the issue. So why does it do it for anything else? So if it's in front of me. Oh, it's supposed to do it on exit. I didn't do it on exit. Okay, I think that's the issue. So let me explain what I figured out. On trigger enters when the object enters my grabbable range. I added it here. But when it leaves my grabbable range, I did not remove it. So I just need to throw it into here. And we should probably be good, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we're wandering around, broom's in there, it's removed, broom's in there, it's removed. So if we press start day, click, bam, and we are doing a lot of throwing stuff around. Perfect. Now the one thing is that I'm grabbing it at the top, which I think is 0, 0 on the broom, and I want to update the broom so it's not. So I want broom. I think it's -6. Was that how tall this collider is? 6'5". I guess 6'5". We put the collider at 0. So if we look at it, perfect. And then we're gonna bring the broom up. The broom itself up 0.65. So then we can go over your pick, and yeah, it's like, it's actually like grabbing it in the middle now. Okay, so now that we have the broom, we want to be able to, okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So if we click, if interacting object does not equal null, okay. If held item equals null and held, no, and held tool equals null. Okay, it's still grabbing 2. It's not what we want. If I have an item, can I pick this up? No. So if I have a tool, this is working. But if I have an item, it's not working. So if I'm holding an item, I can't pick up a tool. But if I have a tool, I can pick up an item. Item. Can't pick up a tool. Held item is that. So we're gonna throw that down. We're gonna grab. Nope. I'm gonna grab this. Held tool equals that. So if I go and grab. Oh, okay. So it's not the fact that okay. So it's. I need updates. Can interact, I think. Which is from. Where would that be from? Gameplay Manager? Or maybe that's in each one. So if can interact as has customer. Oh, okay. So I think it's player. This one. If interacted furniture does not equal null, interact. Wait, can I interact with a cash register with an item in my hand? We got a customer? I can. Okay, that's unintentional. So that is going to be in this. In each one, there's going to be this. So this is going to be. And so you can't interact if item held equals null. And we also want to pass in tool held. And tool held equals null. So we're going to go back to furniture. We're going to cause a lot of issues right here, but it's fine. Tool held. So we got to go through each one and kind of update this. So cauldron, item held. So we want to check if tool held does not equal null, then return false. That's probably what we're gonna do for all of them. So Probably pretty straightforward. If tool held does not equal null, return false. If tool held, item held does not equal, come on, no, return false. Delivering mat. If tool held does not equal null, return false. Hey, ML Zaya? Sorry if I butchered your name. Welcome in. Welcome to the database. It's always hard to... No, that's it. Ah, nice. Well, welcome in. It's always hard to just read a random username and hopefully not butcher it. You never know what they're supposed to sound like. ML Zaya. Well, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. If tool held. So I'm just fixing, because we added tools, which we didn't have before. So again, if I was doing this, if I'm going to continue this after the jam, I'll probably do a refactoring, which a lot of this code will be updated and put into a more common place. So all tools will probably, or all furniture will probably have this, unless specific furniture is supposed to be able to interact with tools, which I don't know if there's any. None of the existing ones are supposed to, but that doesn't mean there won't be. So, with that being said, we do want shadows to be interacted with, which is actually going to be pretty interesting. Let's see. Shadow player. So we're going to add shadows to this interactable list. So we're going to be like var shadow equals collider dot game object shadow. If shadow does not equal null, then interactable objects dot shadow add shadow. Which is pretty funny because now I guess I got to make shadows interactable objects, which I didn't think was going to be a thing. Which is fine because it's just a base. Yeah, that's fine. Interactable. Seems like it might bite me in the ass eventually, but it doesn't really matter now. Held tool. I'm probably gonna get a lot more errors like that. Where it's gonna be like, oh yeah, you need to add a new parameter. Okay. Let's see where all the errors are. I guarantee there's gonna be some. No, okay, cool. Okay. So we want to double check that shadows appear in our interactable list. So we gotta wait for the first one to spawn. Here he is. Okay, so he's not appearing in Collider. But I think that's because I made shadows ignore all for the Collider. I don't know if I need to... Is trigger, maybe? I don't think I've ever done this before, so I'm not sure what this guy should be. Because I want this guy to move through all objects, so I don't want them to actually collide with anything. Which might be that he's just a trigger, and then we make it fine for the player. Okay, hold on. I think we gotta maybe just make him a trigger and then do nothing on this. So let's see how that one works. Because I think trigger means it doesn't actually like do the collision. Let's find out. Okay, he's going through everything, but if I like, there's 2 shadows. Why is there 2 shadows? Why is there 2 shadows? He has 1 collider there. Is it because this has a collider? Does something else have a collider? What if I just ignore that? Huh? Maybe? Okay, shadow. We do a... okay, so player, when they interact with a shadow... So, we're gonna do... Return. If the interacting shadow as shadow. So if interacting shadow does not equal null. So that means whatever object is in front of us, we're interacting with the shadow. So if that happens, then we want to be if held tool is not null. And held tool dot I guess we're gonna want to check if it's a var broom equals. So if held tool is null, then we're gonna return. And then if it's not null, that means we're gonna go held tool as broom. If broom does not equal null. So that means we're now we're looking at a shadow, we're holding a broom. We click. That's what this is happening. We're holding a broom, looking at a shadow, we click. When we do that, we want to swing our broom. And that means interacting shadow dot leave shop. So hopefully that will work. So when you do leave shop, we want to remove him from the game managers dot shadow manager dot current active shadows dot remove this. Okay, let's see if this all works as I hope it does. Start day. We have a broom. We're clicking. Nothing's happening. We're clicking. We're clicking. Cool. There's a dude in front of us. We click. He leaves. Was that easy? Oh my god. And then we leave our broom and we continue on. Hey, let's go. We got a broom. Seems to work. Scares the shadow away. I think that's good. I think I'm gonna call that quits on that one. So let's see, this is, I'm checking this in, so it's gonna be created broom and broom scares shadow away. Oh, one thing I want to test though is we want to make the shadow, if you hit them with it, you want to make the shadow drop its item. So we're not quite done. So we want to do leave shop. We're going to do interacting shadow dot drop. I think I created something. Drop held item. Okay, we're just gonna make this public. Or we just do a interacting shadow dot scare off. And then we do something in here, which is public void scare off. And then this is gonna be just drop held, leave. Leave shop is gone. Okay, cool. That's right. We did that change. Okay, so let's try this out. So start day. We're gonna throw this on the ground. He's gonna pick it up. I don't know how that happened. I have this. We want Shadow to grab the item, and when I hit him, I want him to drop it. Item scatter, okay. Pick up the item. Oh, I broke it. I done did broke it. What? Okay, what's happening here? We broke it. Okay, so I think it's doing something similar to what we did before, where we need to remove it from the interactables. Remove all. Okay, let us try this again. Bam. Bam. We're gonna drop the item. That's our bait. That's our bait for our spirit, our ghost, our shadow. So if we click anything else, okay, he's doing item scatter, so he should run over here. He's gonna pick it up. Okay, try again. Oh, what? What? I think I did scare him off. He did drop it. So I think we're good. He just didn't run towards the door. Okay. I don't know what that was about, but it seemed to have worked. I guess we could try this again. Bam. Throw an item. Whatever. Throw a second item. Yeah, I don't want to throw a second. Let's. We have our Shadow Boy. He's coming in. He's doing item scatter. He's gonna grab this. I want to try to get him mid movement. Stop it. Okay, that seemed to work. That seemed to work. He drops the item and he leaves. So I'm going to check this in. I'm going to call that good for now. And then when we do our final testing, I'll have to check everything out. Create Broom. Broom scares Shadow away. And makes them drop the item. If any. Okay, so with that, we can check the tasks we have for today. Which we've created our... Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. This one. Add broom the player would use to scare off. Perfect. Move to progress. Move to testing. Cool. Well, I think we made some amazing progress today. We got our shadow monster in. Hopefully tomorrow we can check out and finish up our game, get it to a final state, get some animations in hopefully, and UI, and fix any bugs that are left. I'm gonna get it built and checked in. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm gonna call it quits for today. Check out my socials. I'm always active on there. And then tomorrow we're doing more of this game jam. Thursday we're doing a just chatting with Nate, looking at upcoming games. Probably be something on Friday, either Overwatch or Dead by Daylight, don't know. And then we're gonna be back to our normal game on Sunday. So thank you guys for joining me. Let me go find someone to raid. I recently joined a new Twitch team, so maybe some of them will be on. I'm now part of an indie dev group, so I'll just be right up my alley for this stuff. Let me see if I can find if any one of them are on. I don't know. This will be the first time raiding one of them. Let's see. We can send it over to Aaron. I think that'd be a good person. I know he's in my group. Let's go send it over there. Okay, guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish up this game jam and do some more game stuff. So catch you guys then.